Hi, welcome to Country Carnivore. Today we're making a little bit of a treat. We're going to make meringue cookies, or yeah, we'll go with meringue cookies. They're a little treat. Anyway, today I'm going to make lemon meringue cookies. Just call them that. And all we need is 4 eggs. We're going to separate those, and we're only going to use the egg whites. So you have yolks to do with whatever you like. Make a sauce out of them. Then we need a tablespoon. I use a tablespoon of allulose. You can use a lot more than that, but my palate at this point, even a little bit of sweetener is very, very sweet to me. So 1 tablespoon of allulose. Um, you could also look up traditional recipes and there are conversion charts. You know, it's this much sugar is equal to this much stevia, allulose, whatever, right? Anyway, like I said, for me, I really wanted just a bright, light flavor with the lemon and just a little bit of a sweetener. So 1 tablespoon of allulose. And then I need a quarter of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. All right. So everything's going to go into the eggs. So the eggs, cream of tartar, allulose, and then of course your extract. So today I used what I use a half of a teaspoon of lemon extract, but you could use. I've got almond extract. I've got peppermint extract. I have another peppermint extract. You guys ever do this? Mustard's the worst, right? I think I'm out of mustard and I just keep buying mustard. Anyway, apparently lots of peppermint extracts. There's also orange extract. That's what I thought I had, which would be really good. So what I'm going to do is I've just got all these ingredients together. I've already got my allulose and my cream of tartar in here. So I'm going to pour those in there. And you know what? I just forgot. We're going to want a pinch of salt as well. So let me just grab that. There we go. All right. So this is just some Redmond's salt, and I'm just going to put a pinch in here. There we go. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to blend this like on a medium-high speed until it starts to form peaks and gets a little bit glossy. You don't want it to get firm. You just kind of want to look for that glossiness. And like I said, once it creates peaks, then you're done. That's it. We'll be back, and I'll show you what we're doing next. This is good for folding tables. All right, so my oven is preheating to no, it's not, to 250, and the oven's ready. And these are starting to peak, and they're glossy, but they're not too firm. So I don't know if you can see, but it smells really good. But it's starting to form that peak, and it does have that shine to it. So now what I want to do is I have lined the oldest cookie sheet known to man. I've lined it with parchment paper. And then I've got this piping tool from Pampered Chef from like 1,000 years ago. So you could use this. You could use just a spoon if you like. But basically, I'm just going to fill this up. So you could just spoon this into sections. And really, you need 2 cookie sheets, both lined with parchment paper. What's going to happen is you're going to bake these for 20 minutes. And then you'll reduce the heat to 200. And then you'll bake for another 18 to 20 minutes. And as soon as they're starting to brown, like little brown peaks, you turn off the heat and then you leave them there for 2 hours. So you don't get to eat these forever. So plan ahead. Just occurred to me, I'm actually going to need my oven in 2 hours. Luckily, I have another oven. But yeah, you want to plan ahead. So the entire process, oh my goodness, 3 hours before you get a cookie. So you don't want to do these, as you're walking out the door. So I'm just going to go ahead and seal this off. And you're going to make about 20 to 24 of these little meringues. And same with when we make the carnivore buns. Once you turn off the oven and they're just resting in there for however long, no peeking. You just have to let it sit. You have to be patient. So I'm just going to pipe these on here. And that's it. It's not rocket science. Oh, they smell good. All right. And then I will have myself in several short hours. A little summer treat. All right, guys. Thanks for coming to Country Carnivore. Bye.